Abusia Odo Broni aso ayeshi. Me ne wo kasa yi de heat no atene e de ko eye Odo Broni eso. Eye lawyer Mary Ohenewaa a ogina mu e de ma akunafo enkwala a wo fa oye omu ni amane mu titiru e wo aware mu no aba bonten abekeka nsem bi a lawyer ne nsem opese o kire nyina ne se eye wo Odo Broni wa na wa ma ho kwan ana ye de kwase abuo atade ahye wo efrise na wunim pefe se lumba ne na yire ne nyaaye na wunim pefe se lumba one na yire no njaaye enso no wo ma ho kwan ema eye lumba ene wo dai ema empo no ma munsia abamu uko lumba fi a uhu se eye one na yire akohia se wa pictures ebobo ho enti die enti na e wo se wo ma ho kwan ema lumba ene wo nkwala bibrebe se ye japade enti na wo ye sa o ka kire oplen se nkwada no ana ebe benefit na wo de enya de a emra no enimo abusia lawyer akansem bebre na mense toro ematoa yenko na yenko tie nsem a ye lawyer Mary Ohenewaa aka.
Yes, lawyer Mary Ohenewaa afọ michiamu nyina ade bi ha me pa. This whole lumba Odo Broni Madam Akosia Sewa asem me. And it only shows the extent how these men, celebrities, rich men or whatever, can go to torture women. Yes, that is the extent. Lumbe's case is a classical issue. Let me take you through the position of the law. A cap 127. Yes. Cap 127, the Marriages Act, 1884 to 1985. We na divorce, marriage celebrated under Cap 127 under the Marriages Act 1884 to 1985. And it borders on civil law ordinance marriages. And it is strictly monogamous. A bra ode kawano, ekoshe obano, and as a bra ode signing marriage certificates. They tell you that you are marrying under the Marriages Act, which is Cap 127 Act. The Marriages Act 1884 to 1985, and it is strictly monogamous, civil or ordinance marriages. It's a good excuse. That's why you're giving a marriage certificate, even for the customary law marriages. And also, you can also go and register your marriage. In fact, when I brought this book out, I've said that on marriage, divorce, and property settlement, it didn't sell. But there's so much knowledge here. Ghanaians don't like reading. They want to have complicated problems, needing a lawyer who has spent so much money to learn for free. They want your services for free. They will complicate their lives, and not they will be at the mercy of the weather. Customary law marriages now. You can also register it. Yes. Whether you over register a bra or co-warreno, and I say ujaya warren so which me aqua register your customary law marriage. Yes, customary marriage and divorce registration law 1985, PNDC law 112 sections 1 to 15. To me aqua register. We share section 3 now of PNDC law 263 now, the amendments now. Sorry, section 3 of PNDC law 263 has amended Section 71 of PNDC Law 112, you may register your divorce at any time at the district registry, blah, blah, blah. This has to do with the divorce and our registration and so on. So Lumba knew he was marrying under the ordinance. It was a purely civil marriage. You don't just get up and sign a document too. But the irony is that if lawyers wrote to announce the death of Lumba publicly, does it mean that Lumba never sought legal advice on the complications that he found himself? Because one, say, ni ade Lumba ye my dream was nyansa bia ni men kwase bu no de abu mba emienu sisi na wo wuhye fridge mu. And two innocent women are in court. You see, these things, there's no way a suppressed woman will be able to fight their toxic husband whilst he's alive. There's no way. We'll share letter, and in fact, I've not been able to even go through that letter of stating the abuse now. I mean, what on the lip, you know, just say. There's no way these women can fight, and we have a lot of such cases. Now, say many didn't come be brave. Remember, so much at table la. No problems. Was separation, and no money in bar. Either say a high dam, you know, and I say, but when I know I'm back on out now, that's send the pan. That papa do. What is going to be your position? Wow, yes, I chick who saw your concubine, who saw your day. Because the dad be no. Auntie Akosia Sawa has set the precedent that you can go to court and fight. Even a bra who can crash a freedman, you fight. She has discovered her powers. So Lumba no, we didn't quite some. Nyanse biye ni ade Lumba ye. Ne secretive life na no living in no. This was what he was covering. Odo Broni cried. You see, there are lots of Odo Bronis going on in the country. A lot of men have complicated their lives. Makasa, it takes two to tango. There's always the other side. Menyesho said this Odo Broni will be so foolish, like she has done, alone, to get to this situation herself. And you can't keep paying people. No. When I discovered that I want to deal with the people of Ghana, I was free to do anything I wanted to do. Forget the system. Deal with the ordinary people. Deal with the masses. They make the decisions. And they will expose whoever is aiding at the wrongdoing. On what authority na Bushapini, so-called the Bushapini, was say, oh, my legal wife, and bayi, and the Jimba post them. On what grounds? What grounds? When there is a civil marriage in place, so it is strictly monogamous. So the right thing you do under the Matrimonial Causes Act and say, obey divorce. Obey divorce. That's the right thing you do. What I say, the Matrimonial Causes Act, 1971. Act 367. 1971, yes, I'm ready. Until Lumba just say you are bigger than the laws. Are you bigger than these laws? We have laws in place. So you put two women in a situation, and now instead of them mourning in peace, they are in court fighting. So now you say no sumbo never go wire. It said the Lumba. I can say that I'm trying to restrain my words on Lumba. I'm trying hard. But I can clearly say that Lumba is penny be no eselu. Penny be no eselumba. Why look at the best I created for these women. Why Enimguasie we say. You bring in a woman to have babies with a woman. When you have a legal marriage, you see this, if Madam Akosia Sewa had come out, that 2019, I believe that so many people talked to her not to do it. She would have crushed Lumba. She would have broken him into pieces. And the whole world would have come after him. But those 2019, he would have died. He would have died at that time. Because the impact would be too heavy for him to even sustain. Why do you take a woman through torture? Now look no could be because and how this is saying now bomba and now time do you know the bomb and answer them. Wow, look at the mess you created. Champagne be and we say lumbas. The eco sono. Money na moya yen penny for na moya penny toto. And I'm more abusing man among your the hotels near there. There'll be young more. I'm on another damon now one near the man. Odo Broni, I know she talk. I know with time she'll talk. It's in a no one is above the law, not even the president of Ghana. No one is above the law. So Lumba has created his own mess. Look at the legacy. We are supposed to be mourning his death. But look, Abroche 4 are spending all their time fighting. We are supposed to be mourning his death. We are supposed to be mourning the death of Daddy Lumba. But look at us. Abroche Fokra are spending their working hours fighting. They almost some social media and especially TikTok 24 hours non-stop fighting for Madam Akosia Sewa. If you must also fight am Odo Broni, but most Odo Broni crop for the young gusu to left, right, center. Time Abroche for kwade be juma omo be da. Aye omo nko some personal nyema. They are using it to fight for this Lumbest mess. You see? Mr. Maka said, oh, ayakayaka di ma. There will be a point where you need intervention. Call it crisis intervention. The state or family members should be able to help you. But now you see that the people, they are fighting for her. People who are not even related to her are fighting. They say, no, what problem? Now we expect is our down to be no. Madam Fubi and who are strangers will come to your aid. And I've seen this thing severally. All my crisis now, the people that they really know me. No. Friends, loved ones, and friends and family members, they may not help you. Some of us, we have these establishments, and you say, I won't pay be. Because somebody must help someone. Strangers. Now, I'm even happy doing things with strangers. I go somewhere and I do things with strangers. I need help. Strangers will help you. Because I can't be breaking that strangers. What I say? Friends and family members will not help you. The people that you expect that they will even come to your aid, no. They will not. So now, Buchefo are using their working hours to fight for that Lumba. Madam Akosia Sewa. Odo Broni, I can also say that she is the most. Only that she has accepted the Nkwasiebu. Odo Broni, you know what? You are the most stupidest person on planet Earth. Because you have accepted the Nkwasiebu, knowing well that the man is a married man. And from sources require say pictures all over the pictures. If you in a pictures now, so how were you feeling sleeping with the man who had pictures all over the house of his wife, still singing and mentioning his wife's name? And you be saying the past that time in no Ghana. I know they you know they really didn't a bonum a bra say no me no dear you mean you to Ebra the baby sir. What did he Tiba Odo Broni no wo. What yase say yembu kwasia. Wo hye kwasia bu atare. Wa hye kwasia bu eyi. Very say. Overall, kwasia bu Wellington boots. And a word wa hye no. Wa hye wo ho. Wa hye wo kwasia bu kaku ne hye wo. The laws are clear. You see, when a man is living with another woman, it is not and having children or not have whatever it is, another woman, whilst he has an ordinance marriage in place. It is not bigamy. Bigamy is where the person goes ahead to marry another woman. This our ordinance marriage. Our should be an bigamy. So it will be in Odo Broni's favor if there has been any traditional marriage or whatever marriage, not to let the world know that Lumba married her. Otherwise, obese nasem kra. That is bigamy. That is bigamy. It is so a filing witness statement, someone file pictures, Bianca. You can't use a ring. Ring it is, will be a to ring. What shows that the ring is coming from Lumba? Lumba, they are not going to probably turn a ring. It's Odo Broni, no one may what they was a Brunei jarro for a shock cambu. They said today I want to be softer on Madam because I understand what victims go through. You see, my book is for everyone. A lot of people are still in that shit. Yes. A shitty hole na go. Get to know knowledge. Na yen of for crime. Me say me call me turn 50 cedis pay. Now order there and they me turn 350. Me programs and I'm 50 cedis. So pick one special order 350. I know Crampo cry. I don't think I can sell. I'm not selling 500 Ghana per minton. Yes, I want to have my programs now. I want to deal with the light. My time is so, you say, I don't waste it too much on so many things. Yes. No. Hey. You see, we make so much money as lawyers when we are solving problems. The least can be 30,000 Ghana cedis. But if I give you my book and you get to know have the knowledge, how do I make money? So me very comfortable whatever I'm doing. Because this week then I've been busy on divorce. Until per se, if you people have access to lawyers, you didn't have lawyers to advise you people that the woman it's yamra. How are you going to justify this absurdity? How are you people going to do it? How long are you going to sustain fooling yourself? Because you are living in illusion. Odo Broni, you were living in illusion. How long were you going to keep fooling everyone? But the whole rest of the Ghanaians are not foolish. They are not that foolish. And I know that the law will make the right decisions in accordance with laid down laws. And no one will be pampered or massaged. But should she bring any evidence of any marriage with Lumba, she's doomed. I believe that. But the same lawyers were also justifying sometimes you wonder if this is the person you sat in the classroom with. Associates. Is that what the family law you were taught? No. You don't say that somebody sends drinks. It's in our arena baby. You know. Mr. Ode 40-footer or was a 40-footer or whatever. Track of snap or crack or sell the goo warrior. You need a court of law. You have to file your divorce petition. And I'm so sad that the lawyer Santi Akosia got at that time could not initiate the process. You don't write letters to anyone, just file. And when you're going through a marital problem and you want to get out, focus on yourself. Don't think about the man. A man, why ought to send to Mago? In reality, it's I say me they can't and I just want to pardon Madam Akusha Sewa. She needed help. She was crying for help, and her circle, no one could help her. Because apart from you picking yourself and fighting for I have fought for my rights all the time. I had to become a lawyer, file my own divorce, file all these court cases, defamation, represent myself in my own cases. I had to read her books in River Amateur. True books. My whole life has been educating myself. Until we are my men, it's not me advising them. Men come and pack their V8s for legal advice. And I can make money from legal advice without even doing anything. I didn't even make money on phone, just phone calls. I give people advice on phone. Until men about me for legal advice, won't be to America. Now, I will through the chair. I will check class, be no come on. You know, she say no, be a person in me, I say, men, I'm the sister. Kumasi on me, or schedules in Kumasi, I'll come there. I even have courts. I'll come there. It's, you know, Jimmy. There's no glory in being in ground zero and doing nothing about your life. It's, you know, Manu Sia, Lumba, were disappointed Ghanaians. Odo Broni has fooled herself. Yes.
Awusia kuro we mra wo mu pa o na ensowa ana wo hu ni se Ghana ye mra enye adwuma lawyer akansem bebre na we afutuo we enkoma ye nuanom ma afutuo we enkoma ye nuanom ma mamu ni ejapade achi kama ye se sisi ano se oba ekwa awade mu na wo gyae a ni odwene ho ejapade mo kwa awale ni mu nyina no ejapade nti na mo kwa awade ni nti no ehemutirim se aware a mekwe de ejapade ja ojame ana mi gyae a o se me make sure se menya ejapade afiri awale ni which it shouldn't be so abusia vibe 360 gh mesro say obe subscribe to channel no for more update nyame adoma ochena krobi asante kotoko ne aduana mo amonitua heat no between Kumasi Asante ene bono ye ube wura football ni de nyame adom ochina live e wo baba yara sports stadium ye ne mo ana kwakọhwe match no Monday ye san kwakọ ginam e wo court Daddy Lumba ho sensem medamase